Good morning, students. I welcome you for the biology class. Today, in this particular video, I'll be discussing about the introduction part about the crop production and management chapter. The first, let me discuss about the contents which has to be discussed in this particular chapter. So, the topics which has to be covered in this particular chapter. So, the basic terminology about crops, types of crops, agriculture practices, agricultural implements, manures, fertilizers, irrigation, crop protection, animal husbandry. So these are the topics which we'll be studying in this particular chapter. Coming to introduction. As we all know that all living organisms like green plants and animals need food for survival. The green plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, while animals obtain their food directly or indirectly from plants. So now the question comes, what about humans? So where do humans get their food from? And how will they meet their daily requirements? So humans grow plants and rare animals to meet their daily requirements. But since the human population is increasing day by day, so the food requirement is also increasing along with it. So, therefore, it is necessary to increase the quality and quantity of food produced to fulfill their increasing demand. The food requirement is achieved by farming more land, increasing the food production, and by managing the production and distribution of food. Thus, it is agriculture that makes possible to sustain a huge population at one time. Now, what are crops? So, crops is a plant of the same kind that is grown on a large scale to get a useful products and to meet a nutritional needs in an area by man. For example, all the plants of wheat grown in a field are called wheat crop. Similarly, all the plants of rice grown in the same field are called rice crop. The plants which are grown at home or in a small scale of area, so they are not settled, called as crops. The different types of crops. So there are different types of crops like cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Coming to cereals, any grass cultivated for edible, eatable components of its grain is called cereal. For example, oats, corn, rice, barley, wheat. Coming to vegetables, so any part of the plant which is consumed by humans as food. So it covers a nutritional deficiency and gives minerals and different types of vitamins. For example, lady's finger, cabbage, peas, capsicum, cauliflower, etc. So all vegetables. So coming to fruits. So these are seed bearing structures of flowering plants. For example, banana, apple, cherry, guava, grapes, etc. Coming to agriculture. So it's a process of growing crops on a large scale. Like a plant which is grown in a small pot at home, it's not said to be an agriculture. Whereas horticulture, it's a process of growing fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants. Coming to crops, the plant which are grown in a large number to get a useful products by men is called, we are called as crops. Now coming to the seasonal crops, so types of crops. So Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid. Coming to Kharif crops. So these are the crops which is grown in a rainy season. So during the month of June to October. So they're also called summer or monsoon crop. The seeds of these crops are sown in the beginning of the monsoon season. So they are harvested by September or October. So for example, maize, sugarcane, groundnut, paddy, etc. Coming to Rabi crop. So these crops are sown in winter. So that is in between November and December. So these are known as winter crops. So these crops are harvested in month of March or April. For example, wheat, barley. So these crops require less water to grow. Coming to Zaid crops. So these crops are sown in summer season and these are also called summer crops. For example, watermelon, cucumber. So these crops require an excess heat to grow. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.